Hey all. I'm going to play along with this backing track of Riders on a Storm, no vocal or anything on it, and a really horrific keyboard sound they chose for it. But it'll keep our place in it anyway. So I'll play through most of it or half of it, and then show you how I play it. Rather than listen to that terrible keyboard player, let's learn how to play this thing. Okay, so you're in E minor, and of course Robbie does it without pick. I prefer using a pick for it, but we'll go with that one. It starts with the big, it's in E minor, and starts with all the keyboard fanfare and the stuff at the beginning. Raindrops and all that. So then you're into Riders on a Storm. That's just D string at the 2nd fret. I don't know. And Robbie, as he typically does a lot of hammer-ons, especially with open strings. So it's not. It's more of a hammer-on. And then I think it stops right there for the second one. Hammer on the end with hammering on the A at the 2nd fret. That's an open A. Again, listen to it and I'm just giving you the bits. You got to string them together. And then back to an E minor. Okay, so that's D string, second and off. Then it's the A string, and end on a E at the 3rd fret. Dog without a bone, right? D to C, then end on an E minor, so that's coming around to the next verse, and then you'll start on this. Again, you're hammering on, so it's open G. You would think it would go. But that G string actually stays open. You can hear it especially clearly if you listen to the isolated guitar track that's on YouTube. So it's just B and G, and then it's always B and G. Hammer on the 2nd fret on the B, and then hammer 2 to 3 on the B. Then pull off 3 to 2. And then this part. So that's you take your D minor shape up to A minor up here. So that's G string at 9, 10 on B, 8 on high E. Then move that up 2 frets. Just those 2. You can hit the D string and the A for that matter, but best if it's clean on those 3. Now you're at a D shape up at 12, and then 2 more up, 14. And then back to this. Then your D, C. Now we're getting ready for the guitar solo. Let's just break that up into little bits, the guitar solo. So it starts with this really simple one that you've already done. Hammer on 2, except now it goes open G string and then back to the D at the 2nd fret. Another very typical Robbie little run. He likes to do hammer-ons, usually to 2nd, 3rd, or 4th fret, and this one's in the 2nd. Hammer-ons of open strings. So it goes. So you're just hammering them all at the 2nd fret, starting with the A string and then ending up on an open high E string. You see that same thing if you listen to When the Music's Over and The End, and just tons of Robbie guitar fills and solos and stuff. So it goes. So that one is. I do it as an open E string on the 2nd one, but you could fret it up here. But I do it as slide up to 4 on G, high E, open, B string at 2, and end up again back on that G string at 4. That little lick is bend up the G, and then bend it up a little, half a step, then back down, open, and then D string at the 2nd fret. Now you got to be careful on the bend that you don't bend it up too far, because you don't want it to be. You want it to go half of that, right? Right. That's the next part. So that's, you end up on that D string and open. D string, 2nd, open, then A string, 2nd, and open. So far we've got. That's where we end. this little lick which is very similar to the first one. Okay, so that one, it starts on the D string at 2, and so you're on D string 2, 0, and then A string 2. Because you're going to end up doing that starting on the D, starting on the G, and then starting on the B, and then hit the high E. Like that. Okay, so. And it does hit that high E. You can't hear it on the record, but when you listen to the isolated one, you can hear he does hit that high E at the end. That's where we are now, right? So slide up G to 4, then back down to 2, and then 0, and then you end up on the D string of the second fret. Second time it goes back up to 4 instead. Then open G string to a D chord. Then you go to another verse, and then it's one of these, and then back to the world on you depends, or whatever the line is. Life will never end. Now it's into the keyboard solo. It starts with this. He does that on the guitar to sort of usher in Ray's solo. That's D, G, B, and E at the 12th. Then he's sort of noodling around on chords during that, and so I'll do that as those 4 at 12 up to 14. That one's just an F shape brought all the way up to G. So you just maybe do a G to. Then I'll do it down here with an E minor to A. Do those however you feel like doing them. And then it rides back out again to another verse, and so then it's kind of over. So you've got basically all the parts from there, I think, unless there's something I'm forgetting. But if you have any trouble, let me know. But I think you can get some good practice in the, that's a nice little solo, and it sounds like there's a lot more going on than there really is. And if you're ever stuck for a little Robbie Krieger run and you can't figure out, because he doesn't do them very often, in the middle of the fretboard. He'll either do them way up or he'll do them way at the first couple of frets. So if you're ever stuck for one, try hammering on open strings down at the first couple of frets, second fret, third fret, and you'll probably find your way from there. Good luck.